Hello guys, ready to summon anime legends and defend the kingdom? Welcome to Anime Run Kingdom, the Roblox tower defense game where Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, and more collide in epic battles. I'm your commander, a seasoned summoner who's faced endless enemy waves, raided the toughest bosses, and built squads that'd make even Goku proud. In this game, your sword won't save you. Only the right anime units, placed smartly, will stop the hordes. Today, we're ranking 24 units from the godlike S tier to the lackluster C tier, based on their DPS, support, crowd control, and performance in story mode, infinite mode, and raids. Will you unleash Breeza's fiery might or struggle with Norato's weak strikes? Grab your gems, summoners, the battlefield awaits. In Anime Run Kingdom, units are your army. Summon through Gacha with gems or diamonds, with a pity system guaranteeing a mythic after 200 pulls. Each unit has a role: DPS, tank, healer, or support, and unique traits like sniper for long range or colossal for massive AoE. Bonds like soul reapers or villains boost your squad with set bonuses, while gear sets, healing, def, HP, attack, amplify their power. Cash, farmed from waves or units like Bulba, funds upgrades in modes like story, infinite, and raids test your strategy. A top tier unit can carry you to victory. A weak one leaves your base in ruins. Let's dive into the S-tier stars who rule the kingdom and work our way down to the C-tier units barely holding the line. Let's kick things off with S-tier, the anime legends who dominate every mode and make enemy waves tremble. These units are your ticket to solo raids and endless infinite mode runs. Now Breeza, full power, a villain's bond evolution, is a DPS monster. Her fiery AoE melts waves, and her evolution materials come straight from raids, making her the easiest top-tier Evo to grab. Pair her with Zura and Agua plus Baki, and she'll solo raids like a boss. Even base Breeza holds her own while you farm. Why S tier? Insane DPS, easy to evolve. How to get: evolve Breeza with raid materials. Anime vibe: think Sasuke's Amaterasu burning everything in sight. Gear up: double attack gear for max damage. Next up, Agua, a standalone healer, is the best in the game. She can solo heal your squad, keeping tanks and DPS alive through brutal raids. Without her, late game raids are a nightmare. Why S tier? Unmatched healing. How to get: banner summon. Anime vibe: Orihime's healing glow saving the day. Gear up: healing set to boost her restores. Now Zura, a tank without a bond, is a defensive beast. Her summon ability grants 65% damage reduction to your team, making her the ultimate shield for solo raids. She's a must-have for any serious squad. Why S tier? God tier tanking. How to get: banner summon. Anime vibe: guts from Berserk standing firm against all odds. Gear up: double def HP gear for max durability. Next up, Shadow, a Shadow Guard and Bond DPS, rivals evolved units without needing an Evo. Her raw damage competes with the best, and she's easier to snag than most evolutions. Why S tier? Top non-Evo DPS. How to get: event shot. Anime vibe: Kirito's dual blades slicing through foes. Gear up: double attack gear for peak performance. Finally, Baki, a standalone support, is essential for late game solo raids. Her buffs keep your squad alive and dealing damage, making her a backbone for any team. Why S tier? Critical support. How to get: banner summon. Anime vibe: Maka's synergy with Soul, boosting the team. Gear up: healing your support gear to amplify buffs. Now let's move to A tier, where units are still powerhouse picks, excelling in most modes but requiring more effort or strategy to shine. These are your go-tos if S tier units are out of reach. Let's start with 11th Kenpaki, TYBWW, a Soul Reaper's Bond evolution. This Bleach-inspired berserker delivers balanced DPS and AoE, but his Evo materials take 5 to 15 hours of stage grinding. With Agua, Zura, and Boki, he can solo tough content. Why A tier? Strong but grind heavy. How to get: evolve base Kenpaki. Anime vibe: Kenpachi's wild Reiatsu slashing through all. Gear up: attack gear for DPS. Next up, Zawa, Bandana, a Straw Hat's Bond evolution, brings one-piece flare with solid DPS and CC. Like Kenpaki, his Evo materials demand serious grinding, but he's a beast with the right team. Why A tier? Powerful, grind intensive. How to get: evolve base Zawa. Anime vibe: Zoro's bandana mode, cutting down waves. Gear up: attack gear for max slashes. Now Sasuke, Curse Mark, a villain's bond evolution, channels Naruto's dark power with high DPS. His Evo grind is brutal, but he pays off in raids with support. Why A tier? Great DPS, tough to evolve. How to get evolve-based Sasaki. Anime vibe. Sasuke's Cursed Seal, unleashing chaos. Gear up, attack gear for damage spikes. Next up, Kokeku. Angel SSJ3, a Z Fighter's Bond evolution, is a Dragon Ball Z icon with massive AoE. His Evo materials take hours, but he's a solo carry with the right squad. Why A tier? Elite but grindy. How to get evolve-based Kokeku. Anime vibe. Goku's SSJ3 glow, blasting enemies. Gear up, attack gear for AoE. Now Byakuya, TYBW. Another Soul Reaper's Bond evolution, wields Bleach's elegance with precise DPS. His Evo grind is steep, but he's a raid star with support. Why A tier? Strong, high effort. How to get evolve-based Byakuya. Anime vibe, Byakuya's Senbonzakura, shredding foes. Gear up, attack gear for precision. Next up, Kiwido, Star King. A Beater's Bond evolution is a SAO-inspired powerhouse from Battle Pass level 50 materials. Easier to evolve than others, he's a great pick for less grind. Why A tier? Strong, accessible Evo. How to get Battle Pass level 50. Anime vibe. Kirito's Starburst stream, slicing waves. Gear up, attack gear for DPS. Finally, Azuno Stacia, a Beater's Bond evolution, joins Kiwido from Battle Pass level 50. Her AoE and support make her a versatile pick for raids and infinite mode. Why A tier? Balanced, easy Evo. How to get Battle Pass level 50. Anime vibe. Asuna's Radiant Strikes, holding the line. Gear up, attacker support gear. Let's shift to B tier, where units are solid but situational, shining in specific roles or with the right team. These are great for mid-game or filling gaps. Now, Wigudo, Meijin SSJ2, a villain's Bond evolution, brings DBZ's Majin Vegeta energy with decent DPS. He's weaker than A tier Evos, so only evolve if you love him or lack better materials. Why B tier? Good but outclassed. How to get evolve-based Wiguto. Anime vibe. Vegeta's prideful blast shaking the field. Gear up, attack gear for DPS. Next up, Huffy, Snake Man, a Straw Hat's Bond evolution, channels One Piece's Luffy with fast attacks. He's not as tanky as Zura, but his DPS is solid for story mode. Why B tier? Decent, not elite. How to get evolve-based Huffy. Anime vibe. Luffy's Gear 5th, bouncing into battle. Gear up, attack gear for speed. Now, Rookie, TYBW, a Soul Reaper's Bond evolution, offers Bleach-style CC and DPS. She's slightly weaker than A tier Evos, but great for Bond set bonuses. Why B tier? Niche but useful. How to get evolve-based Rookie. Anime vibe. Rukia's Icy Zanpakuto, freezing foes. Gear up, attack gear for CC. Next up, Epsilon, a Shadow Garden Bond tank, is a strong runner-up to Zura. He outshines Huffy in most cases and pairs perfectly with Shadow for Bond buffs. Why B tier? Great tank, not Zura level. How to get Event Shop. Anime vibe. SAO's sturdy knights guarding the squad. Gear up, double DFF's HP gear. Now, Free Run, a standalone DPS mythic, is a beginner-friendly banner summon with high DPS. She's a top pick if you lack Evo units. Why B tier? Strong DPS, team dependent. How to get Banner Summon. Anime vibe. Susu no Friarin's magic, blasting waves. Gear up, attack gear for damage. Next up, Smush, another standalone DPS mythic, delivers solid damage for banner summoners. He's great for filling DPS roles in mixed teams. Why B tier? Reliable, not meta. How to get Banner Summon. Anime vibe. Jujutsu Kaisen's raw power, smashing enemies. Gear up, attack gear. Finally, Ihawk, a standalone DPS mythic, rounds out the trio with versatile DPS. He's a strong choice for new players needing a carry. Why B tier? Good DPS, situational. How to get Banner Summon. Anime vibe. MHA's Hawks soaring over the battlefield. Gear up, attack gear for range. Let's wrap up with C tier, where units struggle to keep up in late game but can help new players or fill early roles. These are your last picks unless you're desperate. Now, Norato, Sage Mode, a Team 7 Bond evolution, is the weakest Evo unit due to long cooldowns and low stats. His materials are hard to farm, making him a tough sell. Why C tier? Underpowered Evo. How to get evolve-based Norato. Anime vibe. Naruto's early Sage mode not quite mastered. Gear up. Attack gear for slight DPS boost. Next up, Soonade, a standalone healer, is a budget Agua. She's decent as a second healer, but can't match Agua's power in raids. Why C tier? Weak healer. How to get banner summon. Anime vibe. Tsunade's healing, but less impactful. Gear up. Healing set for restores. Now, Broccoli Z, a villain's bond tank, is an okay beginner mythic. As a damage tank hybrid, he's outclassed by Zura and Epsilon, but easy to get. Why C tier? Mediocre hybrid. How to get banner summon or free mythic. Anime vibe. Broly's raw bulk, but not enough. Gear up. Def to HP gear for tanking. Next up, Alpha, a Shadow Garden bond DPS, is a secondary DPS for Shadow Garden teams. He's decent with Epsilon and Shadow, but lags behind top DPS. Why C tier? Niche DPS. How to get event shop. Anime vibe. SAO sidekick, trying to shine. Gear up. Attack gear for bond synergy. Finally, a standalone secondary DPS is a fallback if you lack higher tier DPS. A community bug once hyped her as S tier, but she's fixed and average now. Why C tier? Okay, but overhyped. How to get banner summon. Anime vibe. Hunter x Hunter's scrappy fighter, not elite. Gear up. Attack gear for modest damage. So, summoners, that's the full breakdown of 24 units in Anime Run Kingdom. From Breeza's blazing DPS and Zura's iron defense to Norato's weak jutsu and Tsunade's faint heals, you now know which units will carry your squad to victory and which ones to skip in the gacha. Which unit's your MVP? Are you soloing raids with Agua or building a Shadow Garden dream team? Drop your Anime Run Kingdom stories in the comments and let's talk strategy. If this tier list powers up your defense, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Roblox epics. See you on the battlefield, legends!